tonight.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Down, yellow, 22. Ready, go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The pick up there, 5 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And the ball is knocked out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like
this,
this,
and
it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem hard.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! But play there. 59 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. It's Bradley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught at the 25.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
I'm shaking my head a little bit as an ex-DB, but I'm also nodding because any edge you can get as a receiver, you take it. Runs a stutter go there, about 12 yards downfield, then chops his feet like he's breaking off his route. And then he takes off and goes downfield again. Excellent job selling it, and it leads to a big gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. give right side. Tate, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And they'll go with the ground and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away. From the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a first carry for their fullback. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive. Yards on this third down try.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Tate. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we've come to...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 64 yards.
And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2nd down and 8. He'll keep it himself.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check back. Mike 10. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
That is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A give to the fullback on the dive. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a... Third and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Throw here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there.
70 yards. And the 49ers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards.
And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice. This next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Ready. 32.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
On play action, they'll throw. This complete to Langford. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 cycle. Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the 49ers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.